Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. My name is Raymond and I'm a game developer and the creator of The Street King and Left Turn Legend. And today I'm going to be attempting the full-length Atlas City Roval 500 in The Street King. That's 500 kilometers, 140 laps around the Roval. Let me get some stream stuff set up real quick. So this is going to be the car that I will be using for this stream. So this is a Crown SAD. Alright, let's go ahead and take this all the way to the Roval. And along the way, if you have any questions or if you just want to chat, feel free to let me know. I have live chat pulled up so that I can read it as well. Let's make our way over to the super speedway now. I think I should go this way for the speedway. By the way, is the audio mixing good? Like, can you hear my voice and the game sounds clearly? Are either of them too loud or too quiet or anything? Funny face, thanks for the feedback. Yeah, it can be kind of hard to set this stuff up and see if it works at the same time, since while I'm streaming I shouldn't be watching my own stream, so thanks for the feedback. And another cop along the way there. But soon we'll be at the track where there's no cops and no traffic at all. Yes, today is a very sad day because I am driving the Crown SAD, or Crown SAD if you will. And this car is completely stock even in the tuning, so oh look, it's another racer named Raymond. That is hilarious. I don't think they're actually just a randomly generated free roam racer, but they happen to have the exact same name. That's very funny. I want to get him to try and turn around, but this cop is annoyingly in the way. Martin Pro, right now I don't eat Kit Kats because I'm on a diet, so I'm trying to stay away from sweets and other stuff. Just for the moment though. But what I was saying was before is that this car is completely stock, including the tuning, so I did not actually set it to have oversteer bias or anything in the turning, so that's going to make it a lot more of a challenge on the Roval. But I kind of wanted to do this as a challenge just to show also that it is possible to beat it using a completely stock Left Turn Legends Cup car. The Street King 2 is not happening, that was a joke. TheLegomaniac10, hello. Anthony Luna, hello. Nice to see everyone in chat. Race has not yet started as I am making my way over to the speedway right now. I think that's like the 4th cop I've encountered along the way. There's a lot of cops. And here we are, we're at the Atlas City Super Speedway. And this time we're not going to be doing the Super Speedway race, we're going to be doing the Roval race. The Roval is quite an interesting beast. Not a road course, not an oval, but something in between. It's a Roval. So I'm going to be doing this with the full 140 laps or 500 kilometers on King difficulty. Let's set the time to noon to start. It actually doesn't really matter too much when the time is, since we're going to go through several in-game days. Cautions on, fuel and tire wear at the normal rate because we're doing a full race. So I really don't think there's any point setting this rate higher than 1 times if you're going to do the full race. If you're doing a shorter race, then the idea is maybe if you do only 1/4 of the laps, then you can run 4 times tire wear to pit the same amount of times. But since we're doing a full race, I'm just going to keep it at standard 1 times fuel and tire wear. So this is all of the settings, and let's get ready to roll off into the Roval. Beautiful performance of the United States National Anthem and the flyover of the fighter jets. And we're coming to the start-finish line, as I will be starting in dead last and trying to make my way all the way up to first place. I think I'll spend the first few laps probably just kind of feeling out the car, not necessarily being too aggressive, but as the race goes on and I learn more about my car, I think that's when we can start really focusing more on making up ground. Although I'm making pretty good progress all the way up to the top 20 at the moment. As some chaos is going on, there's always going to be a lot of chaos and crashing every time there's a restart. But besides restarts, we can expect that the race might get a bit more strung out with more space between the racers, especially compared to the Super Speedway where drafting keeps the pack relatively close together. And that was pretty messy, so that's going to cost me a lot of spots, and I'm all the way back into 27th now. I might even lose the top 30 by the time we're at the end of this straightaway with that very bad jump out of the corner. Yeah, now we're 31st, coming to the first turn again. But as I said, I think these first few laps I'll just kind of feel out the car, get used to it, and get an idea of how we're going to make our way forward. There's a huge crowd of AI right there. I think this pile of cars is something that we don't want to spend too much time stuck in, since they're all kind of piled on top of each other and slowing each other down. And as we battle into the top 20 again, the leaders are going to pull pretty far away from us. But this is a very long race, so there's plenty of time to make that ground back up, especially if there's a caution and a restart, and we'll get put right back into the mix. So I'm not too worried about falling behind early on. Bit of another clump here of cars that are going to be slowing each other down with all of the battling for position. And sorry, I have not been looking too closely at chat, so what is going on? Oh, I see someone's asking me to make a GTA game. I mean, I don't see the point of that. If you want to play GTA, you should just play GTA, not ask me to make some clone. And the 12 of Brian Rayner is going to completely ruin my exit to the corner by smacking the wall and coming back up into my path. I had a pretty good corner exit there, I think, until they blocked me. So Zygoon, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, asked if it's possible to mod the Street King, and I mean, there's no technical reason why you can't mod the game. It's just I haven't seen anyone really make anything interesting besides just those boring unlimited money mods. So I mean, I'd love to see someone try to mod the game and actually make something interesting, you know, not just like give unlimited money or unlock all the cars or something stupid like that, but I haven't seen any mods that have actually attempted something like adding a car or adding a map expansion or something like that. Ow, that is rough. I tried to cut the corner way too sharp there. And now we are stuck in the middle of a 4-wide group of cars, bouncing all up in between them. I think I'm kind of stalled out, just barely breaking into the top 20 at the moment. We'll see what we can do as the race progresses to change that. You see the leaders are already on the banking part of the oval, so they're quite a bit ahead of us. Yeah, this corner is kind of a pain if you ever enter side by side with the AI. It's very difficult to find a way to get a good exit, because they just kind of get up in your way, and I got spun. That's not good. That's going to tear up my tires and set me back even further. Chat, can someone rewind the stream and see which car spun me out and let me know? Because I might give them some good old-fashioned payback when I catch back up to them. I want to know who spun me out. I'm not happy about that. They had no reason to do that. I think my tires are going to be in rough shape after that spin as well, so... Okay, looks like it was the 95, Larry McLean, so they're in 19th right now. When I get back up to them, I'm gonna let them know how I feel. Not happy about that. This corner is going to be very tricky to figure out. And another car spinning me. These guys are ruthless today. Okay, I think I'm just building a hit list at this point. So the 71 and the 95. These two are the guys that I am not happy with. I think we'll come up to the 71 somewhat soon. We can give them a bump or something. This is left turn legend, so lots of contact between cars is expected, and that's the style of racing that this is. It's dirty, it's messy, but that's also what makes it great. And that was, well, let's just say that I didn't try to do that, but I also didn't really try too hard to avoid that. They blocked my corner exit, so there wasn't really anywhere for me to go. Well, I guess they'll probably want revenge on me then. And I see that first place is actually way ahead already at this point, so we have a lot of ground we need to make up. So we've caught back up to the 71. They spun me, but not as badly as the 95 did. And I think I just slammed into the curb. Okay, that is interesting. Let's try not to do that again. And when I catch up to the 71, as we were almost there, I think we're gonna give them at least a little bump. Okay, looks like the 71 has moved up to 27th, so they gained a spot, but I'm gonna make sure that they lose that spot again. And I am cutting these corners very hard, but I don't care. That is perfectly fine. We don't worry about track limits. Great corner exit there. I'm going to be able to pull even with the 71. Gave them a little bump. Not sure if I'm going to actually spin them out, since at the moment my priority should be getting towards the front of the field and not really messing too much with the AI. So I'm going to let them be for now unless they decide to instigate more. Kind of had a 3-car battle there. I think the 24 overtook the 1, and then I got in the mix, and now the 1 is back at the front of us again. And the 24 just kind of shoved me into the wall there, nothing I could do. And look who it is, 71 is back. I should probably not miss when I try and spin them out. Dang, they are avoiding me. Or maybe I'm just bad. Let me try one more time to get them. If I don't get them this time, I think I'll just let it be. Okay, well, I guess this is my life now. The chaos after the initial start has kind of calmed down, and now we're just kind of running in the very tail end of the field, barely scraping the top 30, so that's great. And we're gonna have to pit somewhat soon because those spins completely destroyed my tires. think we'll get the 24 on this corner. And then these two look like they were battling for a bit. Maybe we can take advantage of that to get a position. Going way down onto the apron of the track there. Not actually sure what's faster. Apron might be faster since we're flat out there, so we don't have to slow down for the corner. Ooh, that was a risky overtake, but it paid off. Kind of cut off the 43 there, but they gave me some slack and didn't spin me, so appreciate that. Finally, some goodwill with another racer. Finally knocking back on the door of the top 20 as we approach the 76 of Jimmy Kennedy, running in 21st position. Great exit to the corner. See, that's what happens when I don't have any AI in front of me. I'm able to take the line that I want to take through that corner, and that's going to give me so much better of an exit speed. Draft off of these guys and gain some speed. Hopefully we can get a 2-for-1 in this next corner. There we go. I think I overshot that. Got greedy. I shouldn't have gone for both of them at the same time. So I think the key to winning this race is going to be figuring out the bus stop on the backstretch, since that corner is very tricky, but also very rewarding if you play your cards right and get a good exit speed down to the front straightaway. Car is smoking a bit from damage, but that's not too big of a concern for me. As long as we don't get into a huge crash, we should be fine, and we'll get it repaired in the next round of pit stops anyways. And there is the car that set me back all the way early in the race. The 95 of Larry McLean finally caught back up to them. And there goes my hood. It'll come back once we go around to pit stops though. I think I'm gonna have to pit in a lap or two, maybe 3. I'm not sure yet, but my right front is kind of burning up, so. Ow. I am very bad at taking revenge today. That went horribly. Ah, okay. I think I need to learn how to take revenge. This is going very poorly right now. I'm just costing myself positions trying to wreck other racers. But heard someone crash behind me in the bus stop. Almost 200 miles an hour on the front stretch there. And my right front is thoroughly destroyed, so I'm gonna have to pit at the end of this lap. I cost us both some positions there, but I have a feeling that I'm gonna earn them back easier than they are, so. Okay, and now that I've kind of fooled around a bit and crashed some cars, I think it's finally time to pit. Okay, and I'm gonna drink some water right now.
Screams in an empty room of filled up minds, bounce off closed ears, wasting breath and time.
Getting 4 tires and full fuel, and I should probably come out in last place since I think I'm the only car that's going to pit here. Yeah, so I'm dead last right now since no one else has pit, but that's what happens when you get spun out a bunch of times. Your tires get absolutely obliterated. The good thing is there's no one in front of me right now, which means that I have a lot of real estate, so when people do pit, I'm probably going to have made up a lot of time since right now I'm just driving the track instead of worrying about having to actually overtake people. That was the best possible time to catch them, coming out of the bus stop so that they don't mess up my line through the bus stop itself, but I'm still able to overtake them afterwards, just through my exit speed. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm not sure how you would join this since this is single player, so I don't know what you're asking there about joining. Curious how many more laps the AI are going to run than me. So right now that's 1 lap that they've run in addition to what I have. I'm hoping it's not too far off since I want to see when they actually come into pit. Another good time to catch the AI there, since just clean exit speed. And I see some people up ahead. Okay, this is going to be kind of annoying to try and overtake these guys here. Caught him at a good spot, so Not much time lost there. Yeah, I think really the bus stop is the key to winning this race. I know I'm talking about winning the race as I'm sitting here in 36th, but there's a long way to go. Cautions and restarts can change things, and I think I see some AI actually coming down pit road already, so they might have been the ones that got spun out, so they're also on slightly damaged tires, but at least I'm not the only one to pit now. I kind of wonder, what are the chances of this entire race going green with no cautions? Since I think that now that the field has gotten a lot more spread out, it's not out of the realm of possibility. Gonna get 3 positions in just one corner there. Okay, I'm seeing a lot more cars pit now. Yep, so that's most of the field actually coming in for pit stops. And we're actually going to cycle out pretty far forward compared to where we were last time. We're in 8th place now. I see 1st and 2nd still running. I don't think they've pit yet, but once they do, we're going to be quite a bit closer to them as well. So I think the AI ran about 20 laps there before they pit, so this would normally be like a 6-stop race, but I think for me I'll have to do 7 stops because my tires got burned up early on in the first run with getting spun out. Let's see, have they pit yet, the 99? Looks like they probably already pit. See first place off in the distance. Yeah, we've gotten very spread out now. After some more time, we might even start getting into lapped traffic. PlayStation controllers should already be supported, I say as I run off the track because I was rating that. But yeah, they should already be supported. There's, what's it called? There's textures and everything for the PlayStation buttons. I went a little too aggressive through that and scraped the wall. This is certainly nice being up closer to the lead than I was before. It's kind of sad running back in like 38th place. We're about to break into the top 5 if we can overtake the 84 here. I see some lapped traffic up ahead. That might start coming into play. Actually, looks like it's already coming into the play for the leaders since they look like they're very close. Couldn't quite see who was the leader. I think it was the 20, I want to say, and oh, that was kind of dangerous there. They almost ran me off the road. Gaining a lot of time through the backstretch chicane. And we've broken into the top 5 already, so that's a pretty good turnaround. This is the best we've run all day. Yeah, I see lap traffic right in front of the leaders, so that's probably actually slowing them down and helping us gain on them. Now the only issue is that we are still going to have to go and get tires earlier than the rest of the AI since we pit for the first time earlier, so our subsequent pit stops are also going to come before theirs. It looks like the 18 and the 20 are up ahead battling it out, and they just lapped the 10, so they got held up by them a bit, but now they're past the first lapped car. I think they're going to try to cross over and get me back. Yep, there it is. Kind of a 3-car battle here between the 21, the 3, and me in the 67. Kobayashi asked if I plan on holding a special event for Le Mans on the 27th, or sorry, on the 15th. If I remember correctly, that's a Monday and I have to work, so I don't think I can do anything that day. And I think the 20 overtook the 18, so previously the 18 was leading, but now the 20 has gotten out front. They're still battling it out, so I see the 18 got back into the lead again as I get sideswiped by the 21. Almost spun me out there, but he saved it. And there's the lapped car, the 10, trying to get into the mix as well. This is getting a bit crazy here. Yeah, this lapped car is getting in my way a lot now too. It's making it tough to overtake and get ahead. Thought I saw the 43 a lot earlier in a much better position, so bad day for them. It looks like they've lost a lot of spots. Still battling with the 21 here. They're very back and forth with me. We've gone and traded spots quite a few times now. And they blocked me off there, so there wasn't much for me to do. I'm not sure what your question is, asking to model my game with Godot. Godot is a game engine. I mean, I guess there are tools to model with it, but it's not typically used really as a modeling tool for other engines. Okay, and we've caught back up to the 18 and the 20 with the help of some lapped traffic that they're kind of struggling to overtake. Yeah, this is getting kind of messy now that we have lapped traffic in the mix. Looks like the 20 is going to prevail on this one, as the 18 and I are going to battle it out. And the 20 has actually put 3 lapped cars in between them and us, so that's actually going to be a bit difficult for us to catch back up through all of that mess. Yeah, I'm a bit worried still about having to basically do one more pit stop than most of the AI. That push from me actually helped the 18 get past Ricky King. And they went way off track there. That's going to give me the spot, so I'm going to take second and contend with the 20 for the race lead. But before I can get to them, I'm going to have to fight my way through some lap traffic. This lap traffic is actually being a lot more tricky than I had expected. We're coming to 30 laps complete out of 140 in the Atlas City Roval 500. Turn 1 is going to be good for us as we get around 2 of the lapped cars just under braking. And now there's no more lapped cars between me and Mark Kansas, so we can fight one-on-one for the lead now. I think it might take a lap or two for me to get right up to their bumper before I can start actually seriously thinking about making moves to overtake. We're still a bit too far back right now. Although this run out of the corner and all that lap traffic is going to give me a lot of help. Let's see if they get pinned behind the lap traffic. So they're going to try and go high to go around the lap traffic. I'm going to try and go low. And I think they're getting stuck behind, I think that's the... What is that car, the 13? I overshot that corner. I really wanted the lead there. Yeah, this huge group of cars, though, is really holding up the 20, so that's letting me catch back up to them very easily. And I think we have the lead for now. Yep, we have a new race leader, the 67, me. From last place to the lead in 32 laps. I'm going to have to give up that lead in order to pit, and I might have to give up that lead to Mark Kansas as he fights back. He doesn't seem like he wants to give that lead up. Can we get in front of him? No, not enough exit speed there. I'm going to try and side draft a little bit, but it's not enough. So we'll have to tuck him back behind, and I think the 20 did not actually lose the lead across the start-finish line at any point, so it would still count as them leading that lap. And there's the 13. I think they were the car that kind of held up the 20 for a bit. We're going to get the lead back here. I'm going to overshoot that corner a bit though, and it's going to give Mark Kansas the inside and let them take the lead back. Kind of back and forth battling right now. "33 laps in and no caution so far still." The 13 kind of blocked me there. It didn't give me a good way to overtake in the bus stop, and that's going to cost me the lead. Back to Mark Kansas again. I think they should probably make pretty quick work of the 13 this time since they're just by themselves. Yeah, they're not going to have too much trouble overtaking them. But again, in that corner, I think AI will lose a bit of time. I'll run off the track, but that'll give me a better setup for this next corner. Now, I'm not going to pit maneuver the leader. I think that's, especially this early in the race, it's not very, it's bad etiquette to do that. Kind of trapped behind the 13 again. See if we can get a better run this time. Yeah, much better. I actually braked much earlier than I wanted to there, just so I would have enough room through the actual bus stop. Okay, so starting to look at my front right tire again. It's at 11%. I'm thinking we'll have to come into the pits in a few laps. Take the lead back again. We'll see if Mark Kansas is going to fight back this time. They're right there, but I'm going to dive to the inside of the corner and try and defend. I think I'm going to pit the lap after this one, which means that I will lead a single lap and then go immediately to pit road. I don't know, I'm cutting it a bit close. You know what? No, I'm changing my mind. I think I'm actually going to pit this lap since we're already down to 6% on the front right tire. That's gonna force me to surrender the lead again. And let's pit for 4 tires and fuel. Let's see where we cycle out of this. I think that once everyone pits, I should actually inherit the lead though. So we're gonna come out 13th. Not that bad. Let's see, is anyone else on pit road right now? No, I think I'm the only car to have pit so far. So 13th and the only car that pit is actually pretty good. Look how much speed I was able to carry through that corner that time since no one was in my way. Let's see if anyone's on pit road this time. So this was the lap that I was planning to pit on last time. Looks like no one is there, so everyone stayed out still. I think we should catch 12. And maybe overtake them this lap. Looks like they're actually trying to overtake the 2 right now. Bit of some dirty driving there. Saw some contact between the 54 and the 2. I think I'll try to get them on that bus stop. The most critical corner in this entire track, it seems. So there's the 54, and let's draft off of the 2, see how close we can get. I think they're probably going to hold the lead. Yeah, they'll keep the lead for now, but we should be in a pretty good spot coming into turn 1. '54 kind of ran me up the track there and is actually going to overtake both of us. That was pretty impressive driving by them. I believe they're the only other car in this field with rookie stripes.
I fluff my fingers, but then play you guitar. Watch and drink blood, form the scar.
Ah, they got in my way there. There was nothing I can do. That's gonna cost me a lot of time. Dang it. This bus stop is so tricky. You come in side by side with an AI.
Screams in an empty room have filled up mine. Bounce off closed
So we're
ears,
doing okay, catching back up.
time. When I'm going, all that's left is gruesome wax and tape.
Yeah, I really want to see how this all shakes out when everyone has to pit, though.
Those things can eat you alive. Too much to manage. That's the real
Honestly, I'm hoping for a caution at some point, though, so I can pit, get fresh tires, and then kind of be back on the same strategy as everyone else and not be pitting a few laps early every time still. Yeah, I think I might have to work on saving my tires a bit, actually, since I'm burning them off a bit faster than I'd like. That was nice. A clean 2-for-1 in that corner, or set of corners. They're gonna catch back up. I don't want them to overtake me here though, so let's try get a good run out of the corner. Nice. It's like we're about to break into the top 10 and still no one has pit. This is kind of worrying me. I'm already about a quarter of a way through my front right tire. Okay, here we are, back into some lap traffic and also into the top 10 again. Nice corner there. Finally see someone pitting. Dang, that was like a lot of laps. Two lap cars kind of battling for position here, but I'm going to get into the mix and overtake them both. That was a big cut across the course there. Yeah, the field is completely jumbled now. I don't even know where the leaders are and how many cars they've lapped, but most of the cars in front of me are actually lapped cars, not cars that I would be passing for position. I see Slogano pit from 6th place. Okay, I see. So that's the majority of the field pitting there. Someone is still staying out and in the lead though. I'm wondering who that is. It's the 3 of Bale Ermintrout is going to stay out and keep the lead for now, but I think I'm going to get it from them since they haven't pit yet either. But that already took quite a bit out of my tires. I'm down to only 62% on my right fronts. I think this next lap though, the 3 is probably going to pit, and then I'm going to take the lead again from there. Let's see what they do. So I see them way up in front of me, just in the corner. Yep, the 3 is going to pit, and I am going to inherit the lead after this full round of pit stops. So looks like we have 31 cars on the lead lap, and 9 cars are 1 lap down. Don't think anyone is multiple lap down at the moment. There is once again that 13 car. That car kind of got into the mix when me and Mark Kansas were fighting it out for the lead, so they've kind of actually been a rolling roadblock for a lot of the race. And this is not where I want to be. I don't like where I am in relation to all of these lapped cars. Yeah, the lap cars are just going to push me into the wall there, and I'm going to have to find another way around them. When there's too many of them, it's not possible to really make a move in the bus stop. You just have to kind of cut your losses and accept it. This is a scene that I like to see. Lots of other cars pitting though, so they're going to get out of my way, and actually that's going to put a lot of the field a lap down, so all the way up to 24th place. Or rather 25th place. So with this pass on the 13, well, I say that, but I get spun out immediately. These lap cars are being a huge pain right now. Let's see, who's in second right now? How far am I? So Mark Kansas is still in second, which makes sense since I was battling them for the lead earlier. And whoa, I just completely killed them there. They tried to overtake me and get their lap back, but I sent them into the wall on accident. 13 is going to pit. Wow, that is a lot of the field 1 lap down now. This is turning pretty similar to a short track race where a huge chunk of the field is a lap down. That's good for me though, since the more cars get out of my way, the easier it is for me to just run my racing line and make some good time. That was a very nice corner there. I just barely missed the barrier, which is exactly what you want to do. Just get as close as you can while maintaining your speed. We're knocking on the door of the 53, about to put them a lap down. And who's that I see in the distance? The 95. Now that I'm the leader and I'm actually about to put them a lap down, that's some pretty good revenge there. So only 20 cars on the lead lap, which means that if a caution comes out, half the field is a lap down.
Screams in an empty room, a filled up mind. Bounce off closed ears, wasting breath and time. When I glow and all that's left is grooves and wax and tape. Will it matter in 100 years when they refuse to play? Those things can eat you alive, too much to manage.
Lots of lapped cars coming up in front of me here. I wonder if we could lap the entire field. I think if the race has any cautions, there's no chance of that happening. But if it goes green, there's a real chance that I could actually lap everyone. And there's my revenge on the 95. Lap him, then spin him. We're knocking on the door of the top 10 almost. I mean, I guess there's a few more cars for us to get through first, but I don't think it's unrealistic to say that we'll lap all the way up into the top 10 by the time this race is over. Especially if we can run caution free. Yeah, I kind of got cut off again coming into the bus stop. It's frustrating. Car's looking pretty dented right now. I think at some point, with the rate that we're actually making our lead bigger, we'll eventually be able to keep the lead even after we pit and no one else has. So we should actually be safe with being forced to make that extra pit stop. Oh, there's the 10. I think they're actually about to go 2 laps down. So the 10 car will be the first car to go 2 laps down, while over half of the field right now is actually 1 lap down. Huge line of cars up in front of us. That's going to be a bit annoying to deal with. Almost got clipped there. Those crazy AI. I don't like where I'm at side by side with this AI. I'm gonna brake early. Try and get the exit. That was not good. They're gonna stay ahead of me for this lap at least. Another car about to go 2 laps down this time. Let's get him on the bus stop. Nice. You actually give me... Oh no. Spun me there. Tried to get him to give me a push so that I could go a little faster, but he didn't want to do that. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to pit at the end of this lap. Yeah, I don't know about the rest of the... Whoa! What are you doing? I am not happy about that. What the heck is the 11 doing there? They just spun me out for no reason at all. And now my tire's destroyed, so I'm gonna have to limp back to pit road. Oh gosh, I hope this thing survives. Alright, I think we're good. What was that, though? Okay, let's just get our tires and fuel and regroup. Lots of incidents with the AI today. Okay, we cycled out third this time, so actually we're in a very good position. Eventually, I think on the next pit stop, we are going to still be the leader after we pit and the AI haven't, which is pretty good. They kind of got in my way again. Let's side draft them to get some more speed. Nice. Got the overtake off with a side draft there. I think if there's a caution I'm below, like say maybe, I don't know, 90% on any of my tires, I'm just gonna pit. You can see the tire marks from the last time the 11 spun me out there. Whoa, I just saw someone crashing. Whoa, what is going on here? That was almost a caution, but it stayed green. Any questions about cars being added to the Street King? I already said that the final car vote has happened, so at this point I'm not taking requests for cars. So the answer is probably no for, well, any car that you suggest at this point, unfortunately. I see the 20 off into the distance. They have not pit yet, so once they pit, I'm going to be the leader. But even ignoring that, I'm actually kind of drawing them in already. Wow, caught on the curbs again. Dang, those are rough. I might go back and fix some collision boxes with the curbs in the future. There is the 20, the current race leader. Some lap traffic ahead of him as well. Yeah, I think we might actually be able to overtake the 20 even before they pit. That would be pretty nice, having that peace of mind that even with this wacky pit cycle that we're on, we're still the leader. They're kind of stuck behind the 10, which I believe is about to go 2 laps down. The 10 does not want that to happen, and wow, that is a crash right there between the 2 leaders of the race. I'm going to get out of that first, but I did not want that to happen, but it's gonna give me the lead as well. And that's actually going to cost the 20 the second spot, as the 18 of Bushy Burns is going to overtake Mark Kansas and move into second place. I see this comment by Rodrigo in chat, and I legitimately can't tell if it's joking anymore at this point, or if it's just, I don't know, like a translation issue. Add all the cars in the world. Yes, every single car in the world. All, like, however billion many cars there are. I need to add all of them. I mean, I hope it's just like either joking or a translation issue, but I don't know, some people seem to actually think that I should add every single car out there. Nice corner there. I think that's going to give us a good run out of here. We're coming to 60 laps complete in the Atlas City Roval 500. We now have the lead even with pit stops. So making that one additional stop is not going to be a deal breaker for our win. I wonder how much of the field is going to go a lap down after this pit cycle, since right now we have around, I think, 21 cars on the lead lap, but once the next pit stops happen, a bunch of these cars are going to end up behind me. And look, there is my favorite car again. Maybe I should wreck them another time. I'm thinking about it. I think there was also the 11 that wrecked me at some point, so I need to spin them as well. They were a lapped car and they wrecked me. I just spun the 95 again. I'm gonna make their day suck because they spun me out once towards the beginning of the race. I'm petty like that. That destroyed my windshield there, hitting the wall, but it luckily did not cause too much of a loss of time. Getting mixed up with all these lap cars now. Oh no. Screwing up my corner exit once again. I'm just gonna dump them into the wall. And I think some of you might be asking questions in chat in Portuguese, but I do not know Portuguese, so I can't respond to your questions, unfortunately, so sorry about that. See the 11. They were one of the cars that spun me out this race. Spitting them out again as well. They got up on two wheels at one point and they're still wrecking back there with the crash that I caused. And we're gonna lap all the way up to 11th, so only 10 cars are on the lead lap. I see Slowy Slogano up in front of me. They're going to go lap down somewhat soon as well. So we're gonna lap into the top 10 of this race. these guys will pit yet. Looks like they already pit, I think. Wow, more cars in the top 10 pitting. Slowy Slogano looks to be fighting pretty hard to stay on the lead lap still. And the 123 of Tasha Bane. So Rodrigo, I'm guessing by your continued comments that you weren't joking, but there was some translation error, but I don't think it's feasible for me to add all of what you're asking to the game. I'm only one person, I have a limited amount of time, I want to work on other projects as well, and I have other responsibilities, so that is way too much stuff being asked for. And we're lapping a good chunk of the field, almost into the top 5 now. Wonder if we'll see a caution at all. Almost halfway through the race. They made a dive bomb attempt there to try and get their lap back, but it did not work. Combine Revengeance said it would be cool if I added a Brazilian car, but I've already announced at this point that the last car vote has happened, so car requests are closed. I'm not going to be adding any other cars from user requests, and I have... What the heck is the 360 doing there? She just drove in front of me and gave me nowhere to go. I don't know what you mean by why the Street King is delete. It's not delete, you can still get it from the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store. I don't know what you're asking there. I think once we get to the halfway point at 70 laps complete, I'm going to take a short break just to get some water and stretch a bit, since I have been sitting here for over an hour now. Nice sequence of quarters there is going to get me in front of 2 of the lapped cars. And I'm actually coming up to lap mark Kansas. So they were previously the leader until I got tangled up with them and we both crashed, but that ended up costing them not only the lead but also second place. And this is not where I want to be. So many lapped cars in my way. Lap 70, so once this lap is complete, we will be halfway done with the Atlas City Roval 500. Hello Matthew, thanks for joining the stream. and we're about to lap the entire field. So those two cars in front of me, second and third. The reason I'm shown as first, even though second and third are in front of me, is because they are actually almost an entire lap behind. So once I overtake them, I will have lapped every car. But I'm going to have to pit pretty shortly after this, so I don't think the entire field is going to stay lapped for too long. There it is. I've lapped every single other racer. I'm fixing to lap a couple cars 2 or even 3 times. I think the 48 would be 3 laps down and the 21 would be 2 laps down if I can get in front of them. I think I can run one more lap before I pit, on this set of tires at least. Yeah, this is definitely going to be the lap that I pit. My right front tire would not survive another. Okay. I think I'm going to actually pause right before I get to pit lane, just so I can take a quick break. Okay, so I'm going to take a quick break, and then I will be right back. Okay, everyone, thanks for bearing with me. I'm back from my break, and we're going to be coming into the pits. Just our standard 4 tires and fuel. I think this race is pretty much in the bag now. Kind of hoping for a caution to come out at some point just to kind of mix things up, since I am kind of stinking up the show here being the leader and having such a big advantage over the rest of the field. Even after that pit stop, I'm still all the way in the lead. I'm assuming this question, when to play multiplayer, is asking when I will be playing multiplayer. And I mean, I don't know, I'll probably find some time in the future to do some multiplayer streams. I've done a couple in the past, but yeah, we'll just have to see when I find time. Yeah, we are absolutely demolishing the field right now, so actually hoping we can get a caution for some fun. We need that entertainment yellow to come out. Bump into the 360 there. It's the second time I've crashed into the 360 this race. Yeah, we may very well run this full race caution free. The field is so spread out now, there's not really much crashing going on, I say, as someone hits the wall, but I mean, there's not really any big incidents going on anymore. Even those hits, like the one that just happened, aren't really that big enough to cause caution. What we need is someone to like spin out on the front straight or something and cause a flip. That was a bit of a hairy situation there. I barely got through without getting spun. Tires chirped a little bit. I don't know what you mean by when create game. Can you clarify what that means? Nice draft all the way up to 200 miles an hour there. I think that's the first time I've hit that all night. Yeah, so about halfway done with the race, a bit more than halfway, and we've built a huge lead, so not really too much going on right now, actually. We're just kind of lapping people, and eventually we'll have lapped the entire field once again. The reason that the entire field is not lapped right now is because once I lapped everyone, I had to go into the pits. And I'm going into the pits a bit early since I got spun out early on, and that burned out my tires pretty badly. But even with that tire disadvantage, I'm still able to have a huge lead over the field, and there's pretty much no chance that I'm losing this race anymore. I think the 11 spun me out at some point, and I already spun them back, but it would be funny if I kind of wrecked them. But I think I'm just going to worry about my own race right now. Rodrigo, you're claiming you're a CarX Street programmer? I mean, if you are, that's pretty impressive. I don't really know too much about CarX Street, to be honest. I haven't followed it too closely, but I have seen a few of the trailers, so. Ah, bad. I got stuck behind them again. Side draft. Yeah, not too much going on at this point in the race now. I think I've kind of stuck up the show a bit by putting too much of a lead on the rest of the AI, so. Almost an hour and a half in though. Whoa, that's our first caution. I saw that happening right in front of me. The 95 of Larry McLean is going to wreck, and that's going to cause a caution. Let's see, should I pit or not? I think I'll pit, actually. Yeah, just take the standard 4 tires of fuel. And we only have we have 7 cars on the lead lap, so 6th and 7th are not shown because those cars are actually free pass or wave around cars. And so they have to start at the tail end of the field. Okay, so now we actually have a race again. Whoa. Okay, and dang, I immediately lost the lead on the restart, so I'm gonna have to fight it for it back. Oh, another caution is going to happen. I think that's the 14 of Toby Hubert. Wow, immediate caution right after the restart. I don't see any reason to pit. Okay, so lots of cars 1 lap down, but we have an actual race now since we had a caution suddenly come out. Within just a few laps, we've already had 2 cautions. That's crazy. When we had 0 the whole rest of the race. Another caution! This is getting crazy. You know, they say cautions breed cautions, and I think that's what's going on right now. We're getting a lot of chaos in all of these restarts. Wow. Okay, the race has completely changed now. I'm very curious if we're going to get another caution again soon. That was interesting. Well, this is the furthest we've made it this lap, but wow, that is wild. Wild stuff. I'm getting bounced around between all of these cars right now. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, there's too many of us trying to fit through the bus stop. I have no clue how I survived that. Wow, this is very chaotic right now. Looks like the 21 of Gale Carburetor is going to cycle out to the lead after that string of cautions and messy restarts, followed by the 123 of Tasha Bain, the 20 of Mark Kansas, the 67 piloted by me, and then in 5th place we have the 99 of Luis Suarez. I was about to say the 18, but right as I started talking, it looks like they actually traded positions. I think I'm gonna actually sit back for a bit and just kind of watch this battle for the lead. This could get interesting. So the 21 still holds the lead, the 123 right behind them, and the 20, we know they've got a very strong car and driver since they led a lot of laps here. We'll see if they can get to the front. Okay, I think things have calmed down a little bit more after that string of wrecks. .123 is going to make a move to the outside. It won't be enough. Tasha Bain to the lead. The 123 is going to take the first spot for the first time today, I believe. As the 20 of Mark Kansas makes a move to try to take second away from Gale Carburetor. Okay, this is interesting right here. The 21 moves to the outside to try to make a move on the 123 for the lead. It is not going to be enough, so they fall back in line. But they're still right on their bumper. Whoa, we have some crashing and beating and banging here. It's still a 3-car battle for the lead, as I'm just going to kind of sit this one out and watch how it plays out. The 20 tried to go to the inside of the 21 for second spot. But the 123 of Tasha Bain is actually going to get a bit more healthy of a lead now. As Crown SAD teammates, I might help the 20 of Mark Kansas out here a little bit. They're going to try to go up high. Is it going to be enough? I'm not sure about that. I think it's kind of a worse position to be in for turn 1. Oh, but they try for the crossover move, and that's going to lead to some interesting battles. The 20 of Mark Kansas almost makes the overtake, but it won't be enough. Another dive to the inside. Also not quite there. I do feel like the 20 probably actually has the best car out of all of the AI. They should be able to drive their way back up to the lead if we just give them enough time. I'm gonna sit here and just watch this play out because I'm very curious to see if what I'm predicting is actually true. Oh, they got a really good exit off of that corner, and that's gonna give them the second spot. And now Tasha Bane in the 123 has no one to defend them from the 20. Oh, but I think there's still some fight left in the 21. Not quite enough there. I think the 20 should be able to... No! Not enough. It's that one corner which the 20 is very weak in, and it keeps causing them to lose that position again. I think the 20 and the 21 might just keep trading positions at this rate. And I think all of this battling has actually allowed some of the other cars to catch back up with us. Maybe I need to get going a bit. Yeah, I think without me stinking up the show and putting up too big of a lead, the AI are actually having some pretty good battles out here as well. Mark Kansas looking to find a way around Gale Carburetor. Not sure if this is going to be it, but it'll be set up pretty well for the next corner, I think. Doesn't take that opportunity though. And both of them, I believe, are actually still gaining on the 123, or at least maybe maintaining pace. Doesn't look like too much of a lead is building up. Of Bushy Burns tried to get around me there, and that, I think, did not work for them as I heard them hit the wall. Ophidon, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, Ophidon, but I do not speak anything, or I don't speak Indonesian. I can't speak English either, it seems, but yeah. I don't speak Indonesian, so I don't know what you're referring to there. And it looks like the 123 of Tasha Bane is actually in a battle for the lead with the 21 now, which is interesting. I always thought the 20 was actually going to be the one to take that fight back up, but no, looks like the 21 is going to resume leading this race. This is very interesting how this battle for the lead has played out. So many positions being traded between these different racers. And I think I overshot that corner a bit. Luckily did not go off the track, but it was enough to cost me a lot of time. Rodrigo, I don't know what you mean by activate full translation. Oh, the 20 is actually going to get around the 123 of Tasha Bane, so the 20 is going to take the second place now. Maybe they'll be the one to make a move on the 21, get the lead, and pull away. As teammates, I'm going to actually try and push the 20 past the 21. See if I can help them out a bit. Let the 20 lead some laps again after I wrecked them on accident earlier. give the 20 a little bit of help. I don't think I helped them there. I think I hurt them. Okay. Maybe the 21 is actually going to keep the lead and pull away with it now. They've built up a pretty big gap at this point, so... I think I just completely screwed up the 123 there, but I don't really have any reason to help them out, so not particularly worried about that. Alright, I have a question for chat. Do you think I should try and just go for the lead now and build up a lead like I did previously? Or should I stay behind these AI still and watch them battle it out? Go for the lead? Okay. Yeah, I think I can go for the lead on this next few laps. I see some lapped traffic up ahead. Ah, the curbs. Okay, so I think I need to stop cutting that corner so sharp because it is not working out too well for me. Huge run out of that corner. Just looking at the side of my car for damage. Okay, back up into second place and gunning for the lead. What did I just say about that curb? That was risky. This lapped car is kind of annoying. They really need to get out of my way. This lapped car will not leave me alone. What are they doing? Okay, now it's actually getting a bit difficult to get into the lead because lapped traffic keeps getting in the way. I'm gonna fall all the way back into 6th place. I need to wreck this lapped car. They were... Oh my gosh, that was miserable trying to deal with them. Looks like Tasha Bain has actually also fallen all the way back into 4th place. Okay, 40 laps left in the race. I think once we get back to the lead, it should be smooth sailing, kind of like before. Pretty comfortable. Oh no, not this again. Don't like being side by side through the bus stop. I think once you get the lead, it's much easier to build it than it is to actually get to that spot in the first place. It's trying to go for the lead is kind of miserable sometimes, you know. Like overtaking these guys, especially the faster cars, is very difficult. Yeah, I think it's okay that I need a pit soon though, because the AI are also pretty much on the same strategy as me now, given that we had that string of cautions back in like lap 80 or so. Gale Carburetor in the 21 has built up a pretty big lead though, actually. Whoa, something's going on with the 21. I think they got caught up behind the 11 of Daniel Howard, and all of a sudden, their lead has just evaporated completely. Wow. What do you know? Lap traffic making things interesting once again. I don't really play first-person shooters. I've always been horrible at them, so. That was a nice push from the 20, thanks for the help. That's actually going to give me the lead and get me past that lapped car. Saw some tire smoke back there, something happened. Lap car getting in the way again, it seems. Almost time for a pit stop. Do I run one more lap or do I pit after the bus stop? Not sure on that one since the tires are pretty low, but I might be able to risk one more lap. What do we think here? Pit or not pit? Okay, I think I'm not gonna pit. Yeah, pit on 105 I think is the play. I think it's okay. Okay, well, we have the lead once again, so smooth sailing from here, right? Yeah, and we definitely cannot go further than this, given that my front right is only at 3% now. Probably 2 or 1 by the time we get into the pits. Yeah, okay, 4 tires and fuel. also pit or not? I guess we'll see depending on where I cycle out. Okay, so it actually looks like no one pit there. Wow. Okay. But regardless, I think everyone needs to pit, or at least after this pit stop, everyone needs to pit one more time, and then it will be smooth sailing to the finish. So I need one more pit stop. The AI, some of them need one, some of them need two, but you cannot run the whole 34 or 35 remaining laps without pitting. So almost at the end of this race, just one more stop, then we'll be good to go. Get out of my way, dude. Oh my gosh. So, Marcello, I see your question about the Street King update. So I do have a plan for that I haven't really announced too much yet. Although, if you're on my Discord server, you probably would have heard more about what exactly my plans are for this game and my projects in general. No, I'm actually getting a little worried. What if the AI doesn't need to pit one more time? That would be kind of scary. So I actually have gone to a couple of NASCAR races in person. I've gone to the 2022 Coke 600 in Charlotte and the 2023 Southern 500 in Darlington Raceway. Those were pretty fun, watching those races in person. It's a completely different experience to watching a race on TV. The sounds, the feeling, all of it is crazy. I think the craziest thing is you're sitting in a crowd with like 50 or 100,000 people, depending on what track you're at, and you can barely hear the crowd because those 40 race cars are just so dang loud. It's definitely something that I think everyone should try to experience at some point. So you should pit when you're, I guess pit when you're about to lose your tires, right? But the thing is, you need to be careful about conserving fuel and tires. So you're probably getting lapped. It depends on what sort of race you're doing, really. So with the road course race and the short track race, I think you probably just want to kind of pit whenever you want to. I think the concern with pitting on the short track at Creekfield is that if you pit, you'll go several laps down, and then after everyone pits and cycles out, you'll be back on the lead lap. But if a caution comes out while you're several laps down, then you can kind of get trapped a few laps down. That's the concern with pitting too early. The concern with pitting too late is that you just blow your tire out. With the road course, that's not really a concern because the track is so long that you're probably not going to go a lap down from pitting. And with the super speedway, that's pretty interesting. You actually want to pit with other AI because you're trying to draft with the pack, which means you want to stay with other cars and not pit alone on the super speedway. So I guess it boils down to, on the road course, just pit when you need to pit. On the short tracks, try and pit later so you don't get pinned a few laps down. And on the super speedway, pit with the crowd. About 30 laps remaining, 31 to be precise. like I said earlier, I'll have to make one more pit stop before I'm able to make my way to the finish. Yet another lapped car being annoying. But we survived and got a good run out of the bus stop. Yeah, I mean, I think if you just kind of watch my streams, actually, I think you might get some understanding of when I pit. It takes a bit of strategy, though, to figure out when exactly you should. I would like to go to other motorsports events in person someday, but I think it's just, I don't know, a lot of it's kind of down to time and stuff like that. You know, NASCAR has been the motorsport that I personally like the most, and so that's why that's the one that I focus on going to more than the others. But it's not that I dislike other motorsports, it's just, it's harder to find time for things that aren't your primary interest, I guess. I wonder if it's possible to make my tires last to the end of this race if I just drive like a grandma. It'd probably be slower than just actually pitting though anyway, so not worth trying, I don't think. I think we're right about 80% done with the race. Just 28 laps remaining now. I do not like this guy. Get out of my way, dude. Spun me earlier in the race, so I think that's justified. Yeah, we can do a bit of drafting off the AI, especially on the straights, so I think you can notice that my tachometer is kind of yellow right now from drafting. It turns more green the stronger your draft is, and it is orange if you're not drafting at all, so. Whoa, they kind of got in front of me for no reason at all there. Unfortunately, no one to draft off of here, as there's no cars at all in front of me, it seems, right now. A couple cars up ahead, though, that we should be able to pull some draft off of. Yeah, I mean, you're right that this track is like Daytona, but a mile and a half. That's basically what it's supposed to be. So it's a mile and a half track, but with very steep 30-degree banking, so you're able to run flat out in the corners. I don't know, I think, so this question is what car do I wish to add but can't? I don't really think there's any car that like I physically can't add. I think it's just at this point I've pretty much added all the cars that I think this game needs. It already has 48 playable cars, I think that's plenty. bit of a draft here. Yeah, earlier in the stream I was able to hit 200 on the front straight with a much stronger draft, but there without much of a draft I was only able to get up to 195. I am not gonna lie, I'm pretty tired now from this race. This has gone on for quite a long time, but we're in the home stretch now, I think. Lots of bouncing off of each other there. Drafting. Let's see how fast I can get here. Barely touched 200. See, that was a bit of a stronger draft since I had two cars in front of me and started off pretty close to them, but compared to the previous lap where I was only able to get to 195, it's pretty strong. Here's my favorite car to spin. Still getting revenge on them spinning me once at the beginning of the race. I think the current left turn legend cars are good enough for the game, and I mean in its current state the open world's pretty much complete, so I don't think it really needs more tracks. That was nice going through that sequence of corners with no one in front of me. Just laying down a good lap time, basically. Let's get a good draft here. $199 there, before I had to brake for turn 1. And these rankings are all messed up now. We have 19th and 9th place right in front of me since a bunch of people are lapped. I want to say the 22 is actually on the lead lap, and once I pass them they'll be a lap down, but they're not actually a lap down yet as it stands. That is not going to be good for them as I put them a lap down again. I think we're coming up to the point where actually if I pit right now, I would not have to pit again for the rest of the race. Assuming I don't do something really stupid and burn my tires up somehow. AI getting in the way of my corner exit once again. I think I'm going to wait as late as possible to pit so that my last set of tires don't have to worry too much. So I have a bit of a cushion on those tires if something goes wrong in the last run. I'm actually going to stay out a bit longer, I think. I don't want to pit too early. It's not too much advantage to that, actually. Oh my gosh. Got hit again by lapped traffic. What a classic. Yeah, I think they're gonna go past me here, yep. And I'm gonna have to find some space around them on the bus stop. I think I'm starting to learn the ways of this track now. You wanna give me a push? He does not really want to give me a push. Okay. I think the AI are probably going to pit for the last time with like 10 laps to go or so. I'm going to pit a bit before that, but that's okay because both of us still have to do one pit stop. Ow. Hit the wall there. Oh my gosh, all the AI are here. Lap traffic is kind of brutal. Nice, got past that group. Okay, I think one more lap and then I'll pit for the final time this race. And this looks nice, what I see in front of me, which is no cars. Curious where I'll cycle out after this pit stop. Yeah, the Street King 2 is an April Fool's joke. I've already put this in the video description and everything. I mean, I've been working on this game for what, about 8.5, almost 9 years now, so I don't think it's really realistic to expect me to have a sequel done. Yeah, I have to pit this lap since my tire is running pretty low. Okay, last pit stop of this race. see some cars going ahead that are going to be for position, so I'm going to have to wait until they pit and cycle out in order for me to take the lead back. Or not. I'm still in first apparently. Okay. That's a good surprise. I pit. Did not even lose a position. Okay. It's smooth sailing to the end now, I think. Just need to run 16 clean laps, and then I will win the Atlas City Roval 500. See someone on pit road now. It would be funny if we got like a green-white checkered caution at the very end and that screwed me out of the victory. I mean, I would be pretty upset, but it would also be funny. I think that's probably the easiest way for me to lose this race, is an unfortunate caution and then the AI kind of like spitting me out on an overtime restart. Hope that doesn't happen, but it's always a possibility. And that was a bit of a messy bus stop there, but I think we got through it. Lots of lapped cars up ahead. I want to say I've already passed some of these cars, but at this point that's happened so many times I don't exactly remember for sure if it was this run or not. Doing that draft. Nice. There's my favorite car to spin. Should I spin them again this time? I think I probably will, honestly, at this point. Not much can go wrong with this race. Such a big lead, only 13 laps to go. 14, I guess, actually, but... I think I'll catch them after the bus stop. There we are. Wasn't quite able to spin him there. Let's see. Yeah, I kind of got tangled there instead of spinning him necessarily. I guess that wasn't really a spin, but I pushed him all the way off the track, so close enough. Oh my gosh, live streaming the Street King for 24 hours, that's a bit too much for me. I mean, I gotta, you know, still work and stuff like that, so I mean, I guess a weekend would be the only time I could do that, but even then, 24 hours is a bit too much streaming for me. I don't even know if I've done 24 hours of streaming total, let alone 24 hours in a single stream. Yeah, the AI generally share the same behavior, or at least the same base behavior, but there's a few differences between them to cause them to have different driving styles and slightly different lines. Which is why you see, like, sometimes one AI will be better in one part of the track, and another will be better in a different part of the track, and so they'll end up trading first and second, or whatever position they are, because they're not better on the entire track, just partially. I heard some crashing as we come up on a lot of traffic here. Might be the 11 of Daniel, however, because I'm noticing how much slower they are compared to everyone else. And there is all of the AI pitting, which actually doesn't really matter for me because I'm still going to win this race regardless of if they needed to pit or not. Wonder where second place is at this point. I think everyone's pretty much all over the track, so more cars pitting. And more cars going a lap down as a result of that. Oh, I saw 123 of Tasha Bain crashing as they came out of pit road. I see second place up ahead, so actually we're close to lapping the entire field again. I wonder if I can lap the entire field by the end of this race and actually win with the whole field lap. The one time I lapped the field, I had to pit, and then that string of cautions came out, which got a bunch of cars back onto the lead lap again. But if this runs green to the end, I might be able to lap every car and win as the only car on the lead lap. Still a bit ahead of me though, so it's hard to say. I think the 18 might screw up my bus stop here. Yeah, unfortunately. Won't be able to take it full speed because of them. the Patricia Daniels AI does not crash more than the others. So the AI is not actually set based on the name or the number or anything like that. It's, whoa. Oh my gosh. The AI is based off of just randomization every time, so it's basically picks who's going to be the fast cars and who's going to be the slow cars each time at random. Yeah, I think we're gonna lap the field. There's the Mark Kansas in the 20 car right up ahead. And we have 8 more laps. Well, I guess more like 7.5. Yeah, so cautions are a lot more lenient than real motorsports cautions are. In this game mode, cautions only come out if a car flips. So if a car does not flip, there's no caution. And there it is. That's the move. Not quite finished yet, but now I've lapped every single car. So I'm the only car on the lead lap. If a caution comes out, I guess the 20 will be the free pass, so they'll get back onto the lead lap, but they'll have to restart all the way at the back of the field, so should be very difficult for me to lose this race now. Gonna back up my entry to this corner just because of all of these AI. Oh my gosh. Those AI actually held me up enough that Mark Kansas is going to catch back up and unlap himself. But that's not going to last very long. Look, it's Larry McQueen again. I think they're going to go yet another lap down, and I might spin them yet another time. Caused a bit of an accident there. I think they spun and hit the 45 of Burt Burns. And this is a beautiful scene. No cars in front of me. So this next lap is probably going to be pretty solid. Five laps to go. For most of the AI, that's, well, 7 to go, since they're actually mostly 2 laps down, or even more. You can race on the Speedway in multiplayer, but you can't do like a full 40-car race, since multiplayer only supports up to 5 players at a time. You could all go to the track with the Left Turn Legend cars if you wanted, though, and try racing like that. And I screwed up the bus stop there. That was probably going to be like the fastest lap I'd run all day until I messed up that turn. Tire's actually getting a bit low. I might want to keep an eye on that. I don't want to pit another time before this race ends, so I should probably conserve my tires a bit more. won't be able to full send that corner though with the AI getting in my way, but actually yeah, I don't think the tires should be a concern. Unless I manage to find a way to skid and damage them. That would be the way to mess this up. But as long as that doesn't happen, then I should be good for the last 3 laps now. Whoa! Well, I just got caught on the curb there and created my own caution. That was pretty crazy. What the heck happened there? Oh my gosh. So it is going to come down to an overtime restart. I'll pit because why not, but it doesn't really matter because everyone is a lap or 2 down, so let's see. Yeah, oh my gosh. Okay, so there's a couple cars on the lead lap because they had to wave around, but these guys are all a lap down, so it doesn't even matter if I finish in front of them or not. Just 2 laps to go now. Unless they crash, and then we could have more laps to go. That would be kind of exciting, actually, having an overtime finish where there's actual stakes. That'd be fun if there was another caution now, actually. Yeah, I already have a huge lead over the field, so the only, I guess, sad thing is that I won't finish with the entire field a lap down because of that. Okay, once I cross the start-finish line, the race will be official. No more cautions will be allowed, so all I have to do is just finish this lap, and then we're good. Hello, Cake. You made it right at the end of the stream, so this is the final lap of the Atlas City Roval 500. Now, a little bit more than 500 because of this overtime. I see 53 wrecked in that corner. I don't know what happened there. Alright, coming out of the final oval turn. And I'm gonna do it. I've won the Atlas City Roval 500. Let's go. Look at all that money. $2 million. $2.6 million right into my bank account. That's nice. And I guess now it's probably time to do some burnouts. Let's go to finish line and burn it down. Let's go. And with a relatively clean car because I pitted right before the end of the race, so do a few more celebratory donuts. Okay, and as we ended the race over a course of about 150 minutes, ended under the lights at night, I think we're going to also be ending the stream. So, to everyone who joined, thank you so much for joining, and I will see you all in the next one. Thanks again.